In the last few years, I've been trying to sort out the storage in my house. I built some shelves for books to go in the alcove. In the other alcove, I've got some apple crates full of some more interesting things. But my collection's grown and I'm running out of room. Here though, I've got some space, perfect for another bookcase. When I made a bookcase years ago, I used scaffold boards because I like that chunky look. But since then, they've gone up in price. Even the used ones are now really expensive. What is still cheap though is 3x2s. So I think I can get 4 3x2s glued up, and that would be about the same size as a scaffold board. So I'm going to get some glue on these, get them clamped up and leave them to dry. I left these overnight to dry. I've got 3 of these panels actually glued up. So now I can get all these clamps off and I need to run them through the thicknesser to clean them up. The trouble is, these boards are 2.4 meters long. That's over half the length of my workshop. So to thickness them, I'm going to have this by the door and have them going outside. These now look like nice boards instead of 4 bits just glued together. For the height of the bookcase, I want it to be 1.8 meters long. So I'm going to get 2 sides cut down to that. So I have the 2 end pieces. Now we need a top and a bottom and some shelves. And I'm going to cut all those pieces to the same length. I wanted it to be 60 centimeters. So I have my offcuts, which looking at it, they are probably going to be 1 mil short after I've trimmed off the edges. So that's absolutely fine. So I'm going to get these cut, 6 more pieces. I have the sides, the top, the bottom and the shelves. I hate sanding, so I think it's going to be easier to get all the bits done while they're flat boards rather than when it's all together. Now I need to get this put together, and I'm going to use a couple of different joinery techniques. For the tops and the bottoms, I'm going to get them attached using a rebate joint. And for the shelves, I'm going for a housing joint, or to our American friends, rabbits and dados. And that brings us to today's sponsor of the video, Woodworkers Guild of America. You might remember I worked with Woodworkers Guild of America before, and I mentioned wanting to build a bookcase. It's been on my job list for a while now. Watching their online video tutorials has inspired me to stop talking about it and actually make one. Woodworkers Guild of America is your online resource for woodworking instructions, ideas and information. When I was planning this bookcase build, I had a look through their huge selection of premium videos, projects and articles to help bring my ideas to life. There's a great video tutorial on there about building a bookcase out of cherry wood, which includes a handy full cut list that you can download. I'm not following the plans exactly, as I need mine to fit into that space I have at the bottom of the stairs. As I say, I'm going to cut these joints using rabbets and dados. I need a little refresher on how to do it. Luckily, there's some great tutorials on how to cut both these joints in multiple ways on Woodworkers Guild of America's site. It really does have everything. As well as providing tutorials and project ideas, Woodworkers Guild of America allows you to connect with fellow woodworkers, ask questions, share ideas, and stay inspired. As a member, you'll have access to Woodworkers Guild of America's live streaming tutorials and Q&As where expert instructors share their tips, answer questions, and engage with the Woodworkers Guild of America community in real time. The first 1,000 of my subscribers to click the link down below the video description will get a full premium membership to Woodworkers Guild of America for only $1.49. Right, I have it all marked out. Now I need to get the cut. And what I'm going to use to cut it is the track saw. I'm setting it so the depth goes down just before halfway through the board. So for my track saw, what I've got is one of these squares that I can hook over the edge of the wood against my line, and then I can just start nibbling away and try and get as much waste removed as possible. That's it, I've got all the joints cut, so now let's get some glue into them, get the shelves put into place, and we'll get a lot of clamps on this. I've left the ends off for now, just got the 4 shelves on. I'll get the second side on, and then we'll do the ends. I was worried about a glue up this big, but actually that's gone together okay. Everything's nice and square, so let's just leave this all to dry. I left this overnight, so now let's get the clamps off and get some finish applied. To finish this, I'm going with an extra pale varnish because it should offer some nice protection for something that needs going to get a lot of use, like a bookcase, but it won't stain this or make it yellow, which I hate when varnish does that on a light coloured wood like pine. Right, let's get this thing put into place. Well, it fits. This is pretty chunky and pretty stable, but I'm going to get one screw in just to make sure it never topples over. All that's left to do then is get this all filled up. There, I've got all my cookery books now at the bottom of the stairs. This shelf is looking so much more clear, and I have space over here on top of my bureau as well. So, thanks for watching. Thanks to my patrons, and please subscribe for more videos.